But by the time you contest election and get to Senate, you understand? Yeah. You are past that, you are past that stage of your life of being sexually harassed.
Really?
So Senator Florence Ita-Giwa, who represented Cross-River Senatorial District between 1999 and 2003, went on Harassed News earlier today and said one of the most controversial things any woman can say. Watch.
I believe that once a female is strong enough to contest election, because in all my 32 years of active politics, from House of Rep to Senate, and all 4 elections I won, I never presented myself as a woman. I never presented myself as a man because, God forbid, I don't want to be a man. There's anything like reincarnation, I want to come back a woman. I presented myself as a person. And that's the upbringing I had from my mother, who was a very active journalist. It is the worst sign of weakness on a woman's part. You understand? For you to come out and accuse a man or accuse a man of making passes at you at that level.
You said something just now that I was taken aback, ma. You said it is you feel disappointed that Natasha came out to air a point. So is it that when a woman is sexually harassed, as she claims, she should keep quiet? Misogyny should continue?
No, I don't.
That women should not speak up? Nobody should talk because she has won election, she's in Senate now.
You have passed that. But by the time you contest election and get to Senate, you understand? Yeah. You have passed that. You are past that stage of your life of being sexually harassed.
Really?
So yes, by the time if you go there and start, you are past that. If you go there, so you are all equal in that Senate.
So, really? So if somebody
you are all equal, it's out of order. And again, it shows weakness. You don't allow it.
So is it a show of weakness for a woman to speak out?
It cannot happen in the Senate.
Really?
I'm not saying that the lady is lying. I'm not God. But again, my dear, when you get to Senate, you are there as a person. You are not there as a man or woman. You are there as a person. It doesn't matter what you are carrying between
but she's
whatever.
Complaining that there's no equality. You are there.
And then, mind you,
she's complaining about.
I don't think at this stage of, I respect that girl. I like her. She's very intelligent, very, very well spoken. You understand? But I do not think that the person you call sir, because first of all, if you call somebody sir, then you are giving the person a cane to whip you.
Senator Ita-Giwa, let me ask you a question, a very direct question.
You understand? I'm not doubting what she's saying, but I'm saying that
it is very clear.
No. I'm not that, but I'm saying that it would not happen in the Senate.
In the Senate, it should.
You understand? And it should not happen in the Senate. And again, I'm not here to defend anybody. Yes. In politics, people joke and say things to each other. Yes. In politics, you touch a lot. You do things a lot. You understand? You understand? But I don't know. I think this thing, for me,
Senator Ita-Giwa,
my issue is that this lady, whatever it is, should be sorted out.
You think she has not handled it well? I think, do I interpret it well?
You understand?
I think that is your point.
So don't come here and sit on television and then, you come here to say that you are not a college girl. You are
so Senator, I don't want you.
By the time we get to Senate, you are qualified to be president of the country. By the time we get to Senate, you are qualified to be president of the country. And there are procedures that you must abide by the procedure. I'm a great fan of that lady, but I'm not a fan of any lady. Any lady. It's like you waking up tomorrow to say that Mr. Abasi is harassing you, so you cannot present.
I think she mentioned to me.
Yes.
So, ma'am, as a lady, as a woman, since you referred to me, there's no level at which we do not experience sexual harassment. You can choose to keep quiet about it, but I think it's...
You're not keeping quiet, it's allowing it.
I know. I do think it's disrespectful to women who have the courage to come out to speak, to say that they were not sexually harassed because they reached a certain level.
Not at that
I'm just speaking from my perspective.
Not in the Senate, not in the Senate chamber.
Senator, let me play something and ask you a question. So that I don't misunderstand you. Your position is that you're not saying Senator Akpoti is lying. What you say is the way she's handling it is what you don't agree with.
I don't have any comment on whether she's lying or not.
Exactly.
Number one, the Senate President has the prerogative to allocate seats.
Yes.
So for me, please listen to me. You understand? If I come there, you say you have changed my seat, I go and take my seat.
The new seat.
You understand? I go and take my new seat. I was given in Abbeville when I was there because I did not vote for a Senate president. You understand?
Yes.
My own was not such. I don't even allow it.
Anyway,
it's not allowed. You don't have the opportunity. You understand? I'm a civilized woman, so we know what to do by the time we get to that level.
So, a few things to unpack here. First and foremost, my suspicion is that she doesn't come across as someone who would condone sexual harassment. But even though that might not be her intention, it sure came across as though she was intentionally downplaying Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan's experience, which I find very cringing. I mean, it's one thing for her to have an expectation of how Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan should confront some certain masculine behavior. But to essentially downplay her truth, I thought was very sad. And then, of course, the big one. It is weakness for female senators to accuse their colleagues of making passes at them. So I ask, what if the senator in question is a 35-year-old, drop-dead gorgeous single lady? Honestly, the summary of what I heard Senator Ita-Giwa say is this, that if as a female senator, you were sexually harassed by your male colleague, the only reason why that happened is because you did not handle the situation well. And she's not done yet.
And you get to that chamber of 109 people.
Yes.
You are a person.
Yeah.
You understand? And you are one of the people. Because what favor are you asking for? You all want election to be there. You want to put your issue in the other paper, you put it and it will appear on the other paper.
Can I just ask
you don't
a
have
question?
to.
Can I ask
in
a question?
politics, my dear, when I go for meetings and they want to do fundraising,
yes, ma'am.
you see, because that's what women do, because you let them, look at you as a weaker sex. So you say that if you want to do fundraising, say, okay, we are trying to raise 10 million. Ita-Giwa will raise me and say, okay, out of that 10 million, I want to give 3 million.
Yes.
Because I will not give you opportunity, because we are together.
Yes,
there are ways that we are for such a pretty intelligent girl. Okay. You don't allow it. Okay. In my 32 years, I've never been made passers.
Okay, great. Okay, so
ma'am, in my 32
as
years,
you round off now,
because it's not allowed.
What you're saying is quite a
revelation.
revelation.
Do not allow it. And people joke a lot. In politics, there's a lot of people joke a lot.
Yes,
people hold each other's hand. People can say that, okay,
so
do you have nicknames that we call each other?
Okay. All right, let me just ask you a question for the girls that are watching and the women that are watching. You said that there's a way...
Women should protect themselves.
So
you understand? Women should carry themselves and you don't allow it.
You said that there's a way...
You can send a message that don't come here.
Yes, I want you to talk to the
women.
You said that. You said that there's a way, so we don't know the way because we are still sexually harassed.
Yes.
So since you know the way that it is, that so that you avoid it, can you share with the women who are watching with us, who are at that level, who are still being intimidated, but what to do?
I feel for the young girls in the universities and who are growing up. But what I'm saying today is that by the time you grow up and decide to be a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you must have built so much confidence in yourself.
Okay, so it's lack of
you understand?
Yes,
you understand? You understand? You must have. No. Why are you talking like that?
No, I mean, is it lack of confidence that makes her?
No, don't, I understand English like you do.
No,
you understand? I'm saying that as a woman, you understand? Can I make my point?
Yes, please.
You must have built so much confidence in yourself. Do you know what it is for you to win election to get to Senate? You struggle like a man. You were not given the mandate. That girl won election. That girl lost election. That girl went to court and fought and got to Senate. So by the time you get there, you have as much authority as the other men have.
And so
you don't look at yourself.
Sexual harassment.
For me, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but my personal opinion is that at that stage in the Senate, if you come and say that somebody is sexually harassing you, it's a weakness.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. I think you made your point.
You make yourself unapproachable.
All right, but I think that's.
You understand? You don't let anybody take you around and show you. You don't allow it. You make yourself unapproachable in the midst of men. I've been in the midst of men all my life.
All right.
You understand? And
confidence and being unapproachable.
Yes.
Is that a third thing?
Of course, you make yourself unapproachable.
Unapproachable.
Okay.
Because you all won election, you have a right.
Honestly, I think her declining years are beginning to manifest in such a way that she might need to be careful the kind of national issues she's weighing in on. And I don't mean it as an insult. I mean, she's almost 80. And we will all find ourselves in a situation someday, whether we like it or not. But my advice for her is to quickly go and walk back some of the very controversial things she said in that interview. If not, I'm very certain some of them will come back and haunt her in the future. Now, having said that, I still hold the position that even Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan has not conducted herself well in the way and manner she's handled her public relations part of the whole drama. And for someone who, in my opinion, has a sexual harassment credibility problem, I think she could do better. By the way, and I feel very strongly about this, what is going on between the Akpabios and the Uduaghans might be much more complicated than we might think. These are two families who had been friends long before Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan became the senator. As a result, there might be a few things that are not clear and may never be clear to many of us. And I would not be surprised if we find out tomorrow that all the back and forth that you and I have been forced to either watch or comment on is not even in any way, shape or form connected to the Senate.